Hey, what's up everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today we'll take a look at this Bandai Spirit plastic model kit Woody from Toy Story 4. Okay, so from my previous video you can see that I have already built it up as a model kit. So it's pretty simple, I would say, because you know how sometimes when you build a model kit like from Gundams, you have to find one portion from one piece like this here, and then you have to go define another piece from another piece here, and so on and so forth. But for this Woody, it's very simple. They actually arrange all together, so you don't have to, you know, keep finding one from here and one from another piece here. So it's very hard to go wrong, and it's very fun to build it up as well, because it's extremely simple. There's no confusion here, there's no misleading, and there's no gluing. You don't have to cut anything or glue anything or paint anything. This is all from the model kit itself. Even when I show my children, they actually find it hard to believe that it's actually built by me. So let's take a closer look at the model kit itself. Okay, so as you can see, it's actually pretty flawless. You can see that it's very well done, I would say. Even after I build it up myself, I pretty hard to find it that this is actually from a model kit. Okay, but it's not all perfect though. There are some flaws which I will point out to you later. So you can see the details are pretty amazing. You can actually see the word sheriff. Yep, and the details are very well done. Even the belt buckle, you can see the cowboy here there, and it's actually painted in gold, very much like the real gold, you see. And everything is so well done. You can see the paint is so nice. Okay, and they didn't even forget about this piece here. Of course you can't pull it, there's no string inside, but it looks very real. Okay, wow, this is really good. And the best thing is the eyes is one of the best thing, and it's also one of the bad thing that I will point it out to you later, that the eyes are actually movable. And the only things that I find it pretty hard to move, and I don't know what should be the correct way to move. Should I move it using my finger like this, or should I actually take it out and actually move it from inside? Because either way I find it quite hard to move. Okay, so it looks like this inside, and you can see is for this head, the eyes are quite easy to move, but for their other two faces, and I find it pretty hard to move. And sometimes it does move by on its own, it's pretty loose, but I do not dare to move it with my finger like this, because the eyeballs are actually stickers. Okay, so I'm afraid someday when I just move, the sticker will just lost its stickiness and it will start to peel off, you see. But it looks very nice though. Okay, and yep, so let's get to the articulations. Okay, so for the articulation, he can pretty much move freely, because he's a model kit after all. There's no obstruction of any sort. Of course, he can look down this much, look up not much unfortunately, because due to his long neck. Okay, the hands can pretty much move everywhere. Of course you have to be gentle, because this is a model kit after all, and you can actually move. You can see, if you do want to see all this crack, maybe you can actually try to glue it, which I'm planning to do when I have the time. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Okay, so the hands can bend this much. Okay, of course they are interchangeable hands, and it's a ball joint, the hands, you can see. Okay, so it puts in pretty easily. So the body can move. Of course you can't bend it forward there's no joint about that. There's just a turning only. Okay, the neck doesn't move as well, just the head. Okay, and the legs can move pretty much almost a perfect split. Okay, and there's a swivel. Okay, you can turn, and then the leg is just a double joint, but it can bend as much as this, and there's a movement on the feet as well. Okay, so you can pretty much do what Woody is supposed to do, I would say. See, his eye move on his own. Okay, so this they have to, I think they need this it looks pretty funny now. Okay, so they should do something like how Revotech do, maybe give us a stick to move around. Otherwise it's quite hard to move, because I don't think you want to always crack open his head and just to move the eyes. Is quite troublesome, and it's also quite fragile because it's a model kit after all. Yep. So but anyway, I think this just a small problem. It looks very good. I think I can just forgive this flaw. Yep. So now let's move to the accessories that comes with it. Okay, so this Woody actually comes with quite a number of things, but nothing extra. Is all parts of him. So you can see it comes with 4 pair of hands, a pair of relaxed hand which I put on the figure, a pair of fist hands, a pair of thumbs up hands. Okay, pretty well done, and a pair of pointing hands. Okay, and of course he also comes with his head. Okay, and then with 2 other interchangeable face. This one is the something like he actually you know, the cheeky look. And this is my favorite, his shocking look. Okay, I'll show it to you later on how to change the face. So, and this one is the base that comes with it. So they actually gives a white joint which you can put inside the base, into the base, and then you can just put the Woody legs so that you will hold him. Okay, and this is actually a connector that you can connect to another base so that it looks like as if they are a piece. And this is for the Buzz Lightyear, so it's so you can see them standing together with their own base. It's like a connector, and this is all it comes with. So let's move on. Okay, so to change the face is pretty simple. You just have to crack it open. Just like what I did just now to adjust the eyes. Okay, and from there, oh sorry, you have to remove the hair as well. Okay, it's pretty simple. And then you just slot it into the face that you want to use. Okay, just like that. Just slot it on, and then you just snap it back to the head. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so it looks very nice. I have tested each of the head. Like I mentioned, I actually really like the third one the most, which I will show it to you guys. So yep, one of the bad things about it, other than the eyes, is the need to keep switching like this. I actually hope they actually give a complete head each, but I think that's too much to ask for. But at least don't make us change the hair, because it's quite troublesome. Although it's just another step, but I just find it to be troublesome. They could just give this piece here and stick it on the, comes together with the faces. Then we can just pull it off and put it on. Okay, so this looks very dramatic and very nice. Yep. And other than I remember there are 3 bad things which I don't like. One is the eyes, one is the hair that I have to keep changing, and another is the head, because it doesn't really stay. You see, it's very loose. I actually don't know why they don't make it to fit. and there's this thing here. I know it's for the head not to go completely over the eyes. It's just to make sure it doesn't go all the way down, but it just somehow it always drop. I mean, let's see, at least make it hold a little bit on the figure. Maybe they scared that if it's whole, once you take it off, it might scrap off the paint on the head. Yeah, I understand that, but somehow I just feel that if it just fits slightly better, then it's okay. But now it keeps dropping. Yep. So these are the three things which I find it not very good, but other than that, this figure is really good. Even changing the hands is very simple. Okay, so just pull it off and put it back, just like that. Okay, so it's very fun, and I actually find it looks better than the Revoltech. Okay, talking about the Revoltech, let's do some size comparison now. Okay, for the size comparison, of course I'll compare him with the Revoltech Woody as well as the Revoltech Buzz Lightyear. You can see they are actually pretty short as compared to the model kit. Okay, even by the both Revoltech Woody and Buzz, I still feel this Buzz is a little bit too small. So let's hope the model kit of the Buzz will actually scale better with this Woody. Okay, next I'll actually compare him with the Revoltech Jessie, which I think they actually scale pretty well. I'm really hoping they actually make Jessie next for this model kit series, as well as Bo Peep. I will actually get them without a second thought. So next I'll compare him with the Mayfax John Wick 2 and also the s.h.figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Son Goku. And next I'll compare him with the Marvel Legend Colossus as well as the Dasein model Tom and Jerry series. And lastly, I'll compare him with the Figma Deadpool, my favorite, as well as the Figma Catwoman from the Batman Ninja series. Okay, so now for this comparison with the Revoltech, you can see that they are both actually looking very good in terms of the detail wise. I think both of them actually nail it pretty well. But I will feel that this Woody, the model kit ones, actually looks more like how he should looks like in the movie itself. But for this one, okay, just to be fair, this one was released about, I think, about 10 years ago, at least 10 years ago. This is the Woody from Toy Story 1, and this is of course the latest one from Toy Story 4. So it's not fair to say that this being as screen accurate, because of course after 10 years, I mean, if Revoltech were to remake him, I'm pretty sure he will look maybe 10 times as much as better as now. So it's not fair to compare the 10 years technology and the new technology for today. Of course, this is still a model kit, but it actually looks very well done already. So between these two, I actually feel that for this one, the size is actually look better, because I feel that Woody should be in this look compared to this. This one is although it's still a little bit taller than the rest of the figure, like the s.h.figuarts, I believe he's still taller. Even for Figma, he's about the same size. But I still feel this Woody should be this size as compared to this one. This one is a little bit too small. Okay, so yeah, I actually prefer this even better now. Even though this one actually is been in very good condition, even though it's 10 years old, I would say that Revoltech actually did a good job. But this is the one that I actually prefer now, because it has almost everything that this guy have. The movable eye, okay, although this one moves better, this one they need a little bit improvement. And the head, this one actually fits better, and this one just fall off pretty easily. And of course the head, he actually comes with another face, but this comes with two more faces. Okay, so each of them have their pros and cons, but this one, no matter how, is still a model kit. Yeah, I think this is the, for those of you who can't accept a model kit, not a big fans of model kit, then this is not for you. But for me, like I say in my previous video, once I know this was a model kit, I actually lost my interest. But right now that I build it up, I feel that it's actually pretty sturdy. Just that when sometimes you move, of course the lines will open. So that's why I say maybe you can consider to glue it up, which I'm considering of doing it, so that it will actually last better. It won't just fall apart or over time. Yep. And yeah, so I think that this Woody is a good buy. If you are big fans of Toy Story, I think this is a good buy. And then the next one, I'll actually build up the bus, of course, and see how both of them scale. I believe they will scale very well as compared to the Robotech one. So yep, that's all for my review for this guy. He's very fun to build actually, guys. Just give him a try. And he's not expensive as well, model kit, they can't be very expensive. So yep, I truly recommend this, and I hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and leave me a comment if you'd like to know more about him, and also subscribe to my channel if you like my video so far. And I thank you very much, all of you who actually support my channel all along, and I really appreciate it. And until then, I'll speak to you real soon. Bye.